far above the world, where the air grows thin and the clouds are but a carpet below. A creature of legend makes its home. This is the realm of the ROC, a bird so immense its shadow can eclipse the sun. Imagine mountains that pierce the heavens, their peaks like jagged spires of rock and ice, taller than any human structure. It is here, on these impossible heights, that the ROC builds its nest. But this is no ordinary nest of twigs and leaves. It is a sprawling fortress, the size of a small village woven from the trunks of entire forests, the colossal bones of leviathans, and the crumbling ruins of forgotten civilizations. Each piece is a testament to the ROC's unimaginable strength, carried across vast distances and placed with deliberate care. From Tis Haltertuds Rome, the ROC is the undisputed sovereign of the skies. Day and night, it patrols its domain, a silhouette of awesome power against the backdrop of the sun or moon. Its wingspan, a breathtaking expanse, doesn't just catch the wind. It commands Italiano with a single powerful downstroke. The ROC can generate currents that guide weather patterns, pushing aside tempests and clearing its path through the atmosphere. Sailors on distant seas might look up and see a storm on the horizon suddenly dissipate, never knowing it was diverted by the will of the sky's true monarch. The ROC is not just a creature living in the world. It is a force that shapes it. The dominion of the ROC is vast and varied, stretching across the globe's most extreme environments. It soars over the endless, shimmering sands of great deserts, its keen eyes spotting every movement from miles above. Its shadow glides over the deep blue of the ocean, where it follows the powerful currents, sometimes diving to pluck giant sea creatures from the depths. It circles the lush, vibrant canopies of isolated tropical islands, places untouched by human hands, where primeval life thrives under its watchful gaze. It even braves the fiery breath of volcanic regions, riding the thermal updrafts created by molten rock, utterly unfazed by the heat and ash that would deter any other living thing. Each of these territories is a jewel in its crown, a piece of its sprawling, airborne kingdom. But such a magnificent ruler does not reign unchallenged. The skies are home to other ancient and powerful beasts, rivals who dare to contest the ROC's authority. From the heart of storm clouds emerged a thunderwhat, crackling with electrical energy. Their roars the sound of thunder itself. They streak through the sky, attempting to strike the ROC with bolts of lightning. From hidden prehistoric valleys, ancient pterosaurs, relics of a bygone age with leathery wings and spear-like beaks, rise to defend their ancestral airspaces. And from desolate mountain ranges, flocks of giant vultures, carrion eaters of monstrous size, gather in intimidating numbers, hoping to overwhelm the great bird through sheer force. When these challengers appear, the sky itself becomes a battlefield. The clashes are spectacles of raw, primal power, waged high above the clouds, far from the eyes of most mortals. Imagine the ROC, a creature of feathered fury, meeting the charge of a thunder wyvern. It's a dance of agility and strength. The ROC weaves through arcs of lightning, its feathers deflecting the energy. Before locking talons with its serpentine foe, the air shatters with their cries. Against the pterosaurs, it's a contest of aerial maneuverability, a high-speed dogfight where a single miscalculation means a fatal fall. And when the giant vultures attack, the ROC becomes a whirlwind of beak and claw, a singular force of nature against a ravenous horde, scattering them like leaves in a hurricane. These battles are epic sagas written in the clouds, where only the strongest can claim the sky. The sheer scale and power of the ROC have not gone unnoticed by the people of the world below. For millennia, whispers of a giant bird have echoed through human culture, taking root in the fertile soil of myth and legend. Across the sun-scorched landscapes of Africa, storytellers speak of the thunderbird, a divine avian spirit whose flapping wings create the sound of thunder and whose blinking eyes flash as lightning. This being, they say, brings the life-giving rains. It's a story born from witnessing the ROC's command over storms. In the bustling markets and quiet deserts of Arabia, tales are told of a bird so large it could carry an elephant in its talons, a creature encountered by brave sailors and lost adventurers. This is the Roc, a name that would become synonymous with impossible size and strength. These accounts, passed down through generations, were inspired by glimpses of the ROC soaring on distant horizons, a mountain moving through the air. And in ancient Persia, poets and scholars wrote of a wise and benevolent winged creature, part bird, part beast, that nested in the tree of knowledge. It was seen as a guardian, a source of wisdom, and a symbol of divine power. This mythical being reflects the awe and reverence inspired by the ROC's majestic presence. Its role as a silent, watchful guardian of the world's highest and most sacred places, sky dragons, feathered serpents, and avian gods. Many of our most profound myths of the sky find their origin in the singular, awe-inspiring reality of the ROC. It is the archetype, the original sky titan, from which all other legends take flight. Over time, this reverence has been immortalized, not just in stories, but in stone. In civilizations from the Andes to the Himalayas, we find evidence of humanity's deep connection to this magnificent creature. Skilled hands have spent lifetimes carving the ROC's likeness into the walls of sacred temples and the faces of mountain cliffs. These are not just decorations, they are acts of worship. Each chisel mark is a prayer, each sculpted feather an offering. They depict the ROC in all its glory, nesting atop the world, battling celestial monsters, or simply soaring in silent, eternal grace. Look closely at these ancient carvings. See the detail in the eyes, which seem to hold the wisdom of ages. See the power in the curve of the beak and the sharpness of the talons. These stone effigies were placed to face the sky, a permanent, watchful gaze directed towards the heavens, honoring the master of that domain. They stand as a timeless tribute to the king of the sky, a reminder that even as we walk the earth, our spirits have always been drawn to the boundless freedom and breathtaking power of the creatures that rule the air above. The ROC is more than a myth. It is a permanent part of our collective imagination, carved into our culture as deeply as it is carved into stone. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of the ROC. If you enjoyed this exploration of myth and legend, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the fantastic creatures that inspire our world. We'll see you next time.